All right. Still going USB. I mean, you can use a newer USB, but you'd have to like format it in a way where you have like no space on it. Hey, Rispit. It's going good. Slowly but surely. I have no idea. I don't remember I don't remember nothing about this story, and I don't know how closely this game follows the original story. I imagine it's basically, probably follows it pretty closely, but with some minor changes, I would imagine. All right. You cannot proceed any further because of the water. So you have to lower the water somehow. Specialize in fire and water magic. Let's call this one Pressure is confusing. I love how reset doesn't actually do anything. I know it's a water spell. Pressure sounds like it'd be like a wind spell. I want to get that light spell to attack those trolls if we see them again. Again, Spectre doesn't sound like it's a light spell. It is light, right? Yeah, it inflicts light damage. I don't think Spectre is a good name for a light spell. How about light? Flashbang. Spectre totally sounds like it's a freaking darkness spell. Expands on Calamity Jane, adds more scenes with her. Well, that's good. She's a good character. Yeah, obviously the whole like mechanics, the migrant thing, and all that stuff is obviously something that wasn't in one, but it's to be expected. Home's filled with water. Seems a lot, even for this town. Alright. I'm gonna mute Mike for a bit, eat my food before it gets cold. Alright, so we definitely need to hold on to these Gela cards until we find bosses that drop more than 1500 Gela per battle. Otherwise, I could just sell the card. This thing is nasty. Oh, me and a crit didn't finish him off. So it looked like that would murdering her in there. Alright, let's murder this guy, I guess. Heal. I'm pretty sure that the series is already dead by the time they released XF or whatever. Sounds like Wilderms too. Tough monkey. Burn the monkey. Radar. Radar is a machine that detects hidden passages or devices by pressing square. When you need to find something you're looking for, utilize it. Fancy. Yep. Go back to town with this. And let's get a shield up. Cat, you know. The best. Yeah, 97 is by far the smallest year in terms of releases, but had some heavy hitters. Final Fantasy 7, of course, being like the game. There was like, I think it was 7 games in 97, which is like insanely low. I don't think we're ever going to see here with like 7 games. But the radar still works. Yeah, I want to see if Jack can, like, kill these things without his... Okay. So he doesn't need to use his first strike thing. Not that they give much XP anymore, but hey. For an easy kill. Mercedes lost her turtle. No secrets. I'll run to a troll and try the light spell on him now. She turns off the Wi-Fi until punching the code. That's handy. Probably some like parental control thing. So if there's items in one of these boxes, the radar would find that. Come on, troll. So what would I do here? Yeah. Probably need another tool to lower this platform. Stormburgers. Nice. Do anything with bombs? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it looks like a pretty normal day in Canada. Yeah, it's a lot of snow. So much snow. Troll only spawns in like the main room. Okay, there we go. Just want to see if I can kill one of these guys. Wow. Oh, all right. Well, that did nothing. He's supposed to be weak to light. I mean, technically he was. Wow. Time to use my Gimel coins. I don't know if I even saved after picking up the radar. Now I know not to to piss off the troll. They said they were weak to light, but I guess once you're like you're level 99, you hit these guys with light, you might do some damage. Should we name that guy to Truck Coon because he definitely hits like one. Do me a favor, yep. I should have just attacked with the light spell and like not had anybody else attack, but I didn't think he'd be counterattacking us for like 630 damage. Now I know. Let's go back to that same cave. There's gotta be a path somewhere I'm not seeing. Was there an inn in this town? I don't remember seeing an inn. I think there was. One of these places. I just didn't stay there. 9,000 for the next upgrade. We get a... I don't think we got a new crest card. Yeah, Bluetooth is awful. Convenient, but awful. Oops. See, it's not the it's not the dude. It's the other dude. She's faster than Rudy now. I think we healed him there. I don't know. We activated him. Not sure what activating them does, but I'm assuming it's a bad thing. Is there another path somewhere? There's definitely nothing else in here that we can access right now. So the only thing I think of is we have to use the radar in the... I think it's going to be something to do with that monkey later on, but... A wooden version of a board game you invented 22 years ago? Nice. That's a cool thing. A bit jealous. Well, obviously, someone cares enough about the game to spend that kind. It's probably not a short amount of time to make a wooden version of that. So that's pretty cool. That's the best. I imagine that's like the best compliment somebody could do. That's awesome. Yeah, your turtle's dead. Turtle isn't a real turtle. It's a doll the bar owner's father made for me. Okay, I guess it's not dead. Turtle would never go northwest to the Sand River alone. Oh, there you go. Found your turtle. Okay, so I guess the whole point is to get the radar to find the turtle. Oh hey, that's my turtle. You found it, thank you. Bar's owner's father used to be the priest of the Guardian's Temple. Made this for me. The turtle is filled with the power of the Water Guardian. It's my treasure. I'm so happy. I'm never lonely as long as I have this, even in my father's way. Let's go talk to the bar owner now and... Richard Treatments agreed nobody in the world would ever want to play the original Art Nelco 2, so it supports the fan remaster. I want to play Art Nelco 2. Maybe the barn owner can tell you the whereabouts of the Guardian Temple. He'll be happy to talk to you about his father's priesthood at the temple. Besides, you are the wonderful wanderers granted the little girl's wish. There's no way he would not listen to you. Berry. Alright, so there's fine items inside of the barrels and stuff that you don't get with this thing. 2 arms, both with long barrels, are securely fixed to the wall. A small plaque has the caption W. Chester type. It's the same type of arm the legendary wanderer used. Winchester. Inside the glass case is a highly polished, medium-sized arm. Considering that people consider people who use arms cursed, the fact that there's like a shop in every town for arms seems kind of weird. But I guess they gotta give you a place where you can upgrade your shit. So long to reload an arm after you use up the first round of bullets in battle. You should spend time increasing the arm's easiness so you can drastically cut down on reloading time. So it's $190. Fine. People are the Armsmeisters. Yeah. Yakuza 3, nice. Everything your mother asks you to buy on Amazon never reimbursed you. Ah, it sucks. That's good. It's a better deal. Awe and faith in nature. Each guardian is a lord of an elemental power that is capable of manipulating. He can create sweeping torrents, earthquakes, and even tornadoes. People of Filgaia have learned to live with these powerful energies as they are a necessary part of nature. You will learn to fear and respect the awesome power of the guardians. However, respect and fear eventually became worship. This faith is found in all over Filgaia and temples built for guardians. Your guests, please refrain from pillow fights. Aww. Guardian Temple? I haven't heard that name in a while now. Well, I can tell you everything I do know. A long time ago, my father was the priest in that temple. He used to tell me all kinds of stories. I guess it's odd, since I end up a bar owner. I have to take care of something. Would you mind waiting a little bit? Not at all. We'll order something while we wait. Good idea. Tell you what, the meal's on the house. It's been a while since I've talked about my father or the temple. Alright, it's the most expensive dish in the menu. Just kidding. What should we get? We will have 6 orders of large chow mein with extra vegetables. Is that okay? 6 orders. Well, certainly, miss. But don't you think 6 orders is a little much for your group? No, it's just for me. As long as you finish it, 6 orders of chow mein coming right up. I think I'll have to charge you next time, though. Our enemy outnumbered us almost 2 to 1. However, our troops successfully engaged in blitz tactics and we attacked the enemy. One by one our men had to stop, but there were still so many of them. If it weren't for one soldier continuing her efforts. Her firepower, speed, and war tactics were just too much for our enemies. She finished off the last enemies with a vengeance. All of our enemies who fell to her violence met a cruel and merciless end. Ferocity towards the enemy even drew shivers down the spine of her own allies. How did you get like our real-time war report on the Great Chow Mein Uprising? It was a crazy battle. Wait, I forgot about the reserve armies. They're fresh young carrot and broccoli cadets. Poor guys had never had a chance. Okay, you two, that's enough. Everyone in Curran Abbey eats twice just as much. There are some of them eat even more than me. Anyhow, being a medium and using crest spells takes a lot out of me, and I get hungry. And I love chow mein. It not only tastes great, but looks yummy too. I really enjoyed mealtimes in the Abbey. The other girls and I would just chat and eat. It was so different at the Abbey. So much whistling in this. In the castle, everyone just regarded me as royalty, not a real person. I was the princess, and they were my entourage. Dinners were the worst. It was all about the fine china and etiquette and being proper and dainty. It was lonely. People at Adlehyde love Cecelia the princess, but no one knows anything beyond that. What kind of food I like or anything. Now more than ever, I need to be the princess and recover the teardrop. Sometimes I miss my days at the Abbey. Well, you know what? Okay, I have some free time now. Are you ready to hear about the temple? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you guys still in the middle of something? Don't worry about it. If you would, we'd like to hear about the Guardian Temple. Sure thing. First, the Guardian's Temple is north of Milama, right by the lake that's past the woods. Let me see, what else? Okay, you probably don't know this part, since it's not really part of the legend. My father told me about a prayer room which only priests are allowed to enter. He used to tell me about that room a lot. Maybe he wanted me to follow in his footsteps. You're done with Kiryu's story in the Dark Ties. Nice. Bullet 4 is a code in a box? Oh, that's the worst. Won't trigger. That's weird. I'm sure they'll put a patch out if there's a glitch. Anyway, here's the juicy part. I want to listen up. At 3:30, the door to that private room opens. I'm pretty sure that's what you used to tell me. Is that what you guys wanted to know? It's exactly what we're looking for. That's great. I'm glad it could be some help to you. Why don't you stay here tonight? Don't worry, I won't charge you for it. I already paid you to stay last night. I could have saved 190 bucks. Already pinged that spot. We just walked here and we missed a gigantic temple. And now we gotta wait till 3:30. Right handle operates the long hand, left handle operates the short hand. Point out the right spot, not the right angle. Point out the right spot, not the wrong angle. Can't do 3:30. Lumia. Scarecrow's probably weak to fire. Or light. It's not fire. So something made of hay would be weak to fire. Lucky. to see if the next boss drops more than 1500 yella, because definitely not worth using those cards unless you find something that drops more than that. Can finish a challenge because of weird glitch. It's weird. Kills the Steam Deck, yeah. Imagine that's probably a problem with a lot of games with DRM. It's hard aiming this thing. Light will expose the true path, then the deceiving illusion will disappear and the door to the altar will be open. Health size masquerade. Ow! Light is definitely the one to use here. Rip all my vitality on Rudy. Jesus. That's good. I hate games that require, like, especially single-player games that require, like, require to set up an account. Like, why? This is stupid. Because they all want your information. Damage. Assuming amnesia is one of those, like, don't get any experience just after the battle kind of things. Final Fantasy 13 remaster. I'm sure it's gonna happen at some point. I'm surprised they haven't yet, to be honest. Final Fantasy 13 is still stuck on, like 7th generation hardware. It's pretty much like the only Final Fantasy that isn't playable on, like, modern hardware. Final Fantasy 12, 10, I mean, I guess 11, sort of, but like 10, 12 got like an HD version kind of thing, and obviously 15 and up were all like modern hardware, but 13, no. Yeah, I guess 7 is the main priority right now. New venture to AI. Hopefully they learn their lesson with NFTs. Final Fantasy 17 All AI Edition. This thing's in a weird spot. Two doors. No coin. There's always going to be rumors of Final Fantasy IX Remake after Final Fantasy VII kind of got remade. I'm sure it'll happen, but that definitely takes a lot more time. It's not like 13 where they just need to re-release it, right? They would need to remake 13. Of course, we'll need a Final Fantasy VIII remake first. Need to be able to draw all the spells. Slumber Fog. Wasn't enough to kill him? It was just a finishing blow thing. Well, that's annoying. What a finishing blow. It's like no XP for anybody. Breathment. There's negative status sleep. Ow. How does a breath mint cure sleep? It should be like coffee or something. 1,500 gila. For me, like I don't have hype for games anymore. It comes out, it comes out. I'll play it whenever I get to it. I'm not like I could care less about games coming out. The counter's probably good on Rudy. Yeah, if they announce a Final Fantasy IX remake expected in like 10 years. Nintendo is usually a company where like they announce something and then, you know, it's out next month. Usually other companies announce something, it's like, yeah, we're working on this, and then, you know, 5 years later they're like, yeah, we're starting back from scratch. Sure, Dirk. It's telling us something. Those who wish for Guardian's power to receive our power, we must challenge our test. Now it's time. Test time. Rather old-fashioned. Oh well. Alright, I'm not gonna use my my Gela thing, because I don't know if this guy's even giving us 1500 Gela, but... Earth Guardian Gudiev. His body is strong and solid to deflect bullets and magic. Earth Guardian will challenge Gudiev's trial. Wait, we get to choose? I guess Rudy would be the best. Cecelia would be like the... I need her to get the XP. Next is... Oh wait, we get to choose? Alright. Maybe I should... She'd be good against the Fire Guardian because she's got a water attack. This is Fire Guardian, Morgult. Waves wings of terrible fire. It's difficult to stop the roaring blaze. Can I go back? Cancel. Lastly, Wind Guardian, Bengalon. Running claws are sharp and fast. Strong wind that nobody can catch. So this should be good for Jack. Rudy should have been the first one. Maybe we can change now. Guardian Challenger Cecelia, Fire Guardian Challenger Jack, Wind Guardian Challenger Rudy. Passing this point, there's no way turning back. Are you ready? Insert a combination. There we go. What did you mention the first one? Okay, yeah, his body is strong and solid to deflect bullets and magic, so yeah, you definitely want to use Jack on this one. Thought I saw something like that. It's difficult to stop this roaring blaze. I'm assuming Cecelia. She's got that water guardian thing. Rudy does have he's got speed up things, so. You mentioned how you see more in games, yeah. There are small cracks in the plinth. Pressure is applied, it may break. We wouldn't have Rudy for this one. Would I have, like, ever passed that trial? Name of the FPS dungeon crawler, the Mario skin, what? Oops. God damn it. Small one, you wish for the Guardian's power. Power too great for human hands. Dangerous power. Just because you desire the power doesn't mean you deserve it. Must first show me that you can handle it. Missed. Small one, who wishes for the Guardian's power, except you have the ability to receive the power of wind in your small body. But, to control the power of wind, you must have strength of heart. Small one, who wishes for the Guardian's power, show your heart. Show your strength by overcoming my test. And break the wind now. Monsters. Monsters attack everyone. Your power is different from ours. As if a monster. I'm scared. This world need not your existence. There's no place for you in this world. You're a stranger in this world, who is not accepted by anyone. Why do you continue fighting? Do you use your powers? You think it helps others? The more you use your power, the more people run from you. Power of arm, power of destruction, is the power that monsters possess. Look at yourself, your appearance. You're plainly different from us. Who knows I'm evil or something? This is our world. This is not your place for you. Yep, it's coming up soon. The last Camelot game. Can you equip that windbreaker? Applies wind damage by 2 levels. Yep. I guess is Dark Dawn even in Camelot? Probably is. So I guess Dark Dawn will be the last Camelot game. And then, you know, Nintendo basically forced Camelot to just make sports games with no RPG elements. Can't have any more of this. It's gonna be hard to... to try a diagonal, I guess. Small one, you wish for the guardian's power. Far too great for human hands, dangerous power. Just because you desire the power doesn't mean you deserve it. Must first show me that you can handle it. It's a big-ass dragon. Strike him, buddy. The freaking Godzilla here. Gojira. How'd that not murder him? Small one. What wishes for Guardian's power? I accept that you have the ability to receive Earth's power in your small body. What? To control my earthly power, you must have the strength of heart. Small one. Who wishes the Guardian's power? Show your heart. Show your strength while overcoming my test. No, they don't even attack. They literally just, like, take your hits and they're like, alright, thanks for beating me. Beat Dark Jack. This is a great workout. As long as I have this power, I'll never have to run from anyone. This magic sword will cut away my disgusting past. This is the absolute power. Wow. Everyone knows absolute power corrupts absolutely. I know, right? Must be at the end of the game. Who is it? Stop hiding and show yourself. No, it can't be. You are a man who ran away. A man without courage. A man who hopes for power. A man addicted to power. I never withdrew myself. My heart was never broken in battle. But you ran away. You deserted your unit and ran away. Ran from your responsibilities. And from yourself. Didn't you run away? But what are you saying? You're not running away, then you can say it. Can you tell us your name? Yes, what you were doing is just self-justification. Why don't you see the truth? Still use the sword for destruction, but you cannot use the sword to protect what you hold dear. I know that, but I'm trying to... I need the power for revenge. Wait until I get the absolute power. Please wait. Just wait. Wait! Do I have to be left alone again? I am... You do. You can do it. Such complicated puzzles. That was a tough one. I should have given her the XP booster on this one. I won't. It's impossible. This castle, my Adlehyde castle. Princess goes on a journey to save the world. We are much obliged. But you are the Princess of Adlehyde, nothing more. You must fulfill your duty. I know, I understand that. It's my choice. Nobody in this castle calls your name. You're not wanted. Huh? I'll not accept such a thing. I do not want to think that. You know that this is truth. You're not loved by anyone. Why are you surprised? What? You are me. You went off on a dangerous journey. Why? For love? Fulfill your duty as a princess? Why? The truth is you wanted someone to worry, someone to confirm that you were loved. You left for danger. You cut your hair in front of everyone. Everything was selfish. You sang for peace in the middle of a broken city of hopes, of receiving someone's love. You were a terrible princess. My thoughts and my behavior, are they wrong? Are they not pure? Please, someone tell me. It's impossible, because nobody loves you. I mean, you love yourself. Just accept it. You must realize that you do not have the ability to love anyone. Don't look at me for empathy. Totally feels like it, doesn't it? You are me and I am you. Her dark shaman and her warriors. Why are your hearts so weak? Test the guardians assigned to us, did we not pass? Decay in the world means decay in people's hearts. It makes us wonder, is it wise for us to place our power and our world's fate under your charge? You say such selfish things. I showed my power to the Guardians. Why are they not satisfied with it? We are the powerless existence. We lost most of our power to hold this world. Our heart is too weak. The Guardian's voice, it reaches my heart, but this is not only their voice. Their heart? Guardian's heart is felt in my heart, along with their voice. Their heart, anger, sorrow, disappointment, and resignation. They are what fill my heart. I'm sick of listening to this nonsense. Accept the strength of my sword, or I'll make you accept it. And Rudy just nods. Your false bravado, your roaring anger, they're evidence of your weak heart. Your hearts are so weak, such weak hearts, you cannot confront the threat now. We do not have the power or way to confront the threat either. The Gaia must accept its fate. Wait a minute, you can't judge the strength of our hearts. It was enough to see that humans do not have the power to fight with monsters. Without fighting power, how can you hope to save Gaia? I can take the teardrop back. Teardrop? How do you know? We do not need to tell us. We Guardians know. We can feel it. The brilliance of the teardrops is in a sense the heart of the star, so it connects the life in the star. The teardrop is the very essence, the life of this star. Now life on Gaia is doomed. Doomed, I say. I mean, the monsters will use the teardrop, put an end to the life in the star. And I gave them the teardrop, whoopsie doodle. That is correct. It's a good thing we saved, like, I don't know, 5 people by giving them the teardrop. We intend to revive a great demon named Mother. Is this Mother 4? By using the life of teardrop releases. They'll mark the beginning of the monsters and signal the end of this world. Mother. It's the name of their boss. Shaman, even though your heart is weak. You must ask, you wish for Guardian's power? I am a human with a weak heart. I know this, always have, and for this reason. I wish to grow strong. Guardian's power that rules this world. I wish for the power. You made a fool of us. You wish for power because of your weak heart. Let's not waste any time since Mother's resurrection is approaching fast. Shaman, we will place her power within you. Before Mother awakens, before monsters unify their power and heart into one, we'll transfer you into the monster's castle with the remaining power. How is that possible? We can, because we are Guardians. Follow the brilliant teardrop and fly to the land covered with snow and terror. When you get your sight back, you will be in the monster's castle. Shaman, you must transform our power, incarnate the heart to power. We Guardians will become your power and destroy the steel menace with their last remaining ability. Taking the teardrop back from the demon's hands is the only hope of saving this world's future. Is this the Guardian's temple? We didn't reach the monster's castle, but why? This impact, this pain, we'll never forget. The stroke of Siegfried's dark spear. The remaining power, it is not possible to transfer you to the monster's castle. Is there any way? Can we do anything about it? When hope collapsed, the future did. Our power collapsed, and now it is a miracle to destroy the monsters. Oh no, we forgot to draw up on the boss. They probably had a GF. Indeed, a miracle. If it is so, we should place our last hope in these humans. Human and warriors, we, War Guardians, will try once more by unifying our remaining power. The destination is a sealed land, an island where Mother is held. It is a wicked place where the demons will resurrect Mother. A dire fate awaits if we are not stopped. This is totally Final Fantasy VII. The teardrop is the brilliance of life. It is a desecration to use it for Mother's resurrection. Yep, it's pretty quick. And we just fought our dark selves, so... Guardians, damn them. Not only they spy on us, but transfer humans to our castle. Their transfer. Pierce their power with their terrible dark spear. We know that humans and Guardians finally came in contact. What are you going to do? Those who forgot how to fight can only lead them to their destruction. What do you think of Filgaia? It's a world of decay and waste. A land of weaklings who dare not fight. Humans, elves, and guardians. Became anime. I mean, this game is pretty anime, especially when you load the game. You literally get like an opening cinematic, like you would in any show. Surprised you don't get like a last time on Wild Arms recap thing. Are there any who would stand up to us? Who would dare to confront us? No, the answer is definitely no. Humans can't do anything. Guardians do not frighten us either. You're absolutely right. However, there is another worrisome resistance power, the elves. Their existence is being researched. It's not spelled there, by the way. Their existence is being researched. They might have been destroyed in the past 1,000 years. We could not confirm their existence. Guess these guys didn't have access to, like, spell check. Well, there is some evidence. Mostly broken junk buried under soil. It won't help the humans. Ha 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 ha. Once I stand in the front line of this war, there's no chance of winning for them. Yes, bros. It's funny to see the weaklings running. The screen's making me laugh. Ha 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 ha. I long for the worthy opponent. The attack of Adlehyde. That was too easy. A really strong fighter could have taken Teardrop without all that needless wanton destruction. What? What are you saying? How dare you say such a thing to me? It's the battlefield. What the strong does is justice. You should be punished for your mouth. Stop, Berserk. You too, hearken. Let's have a proper silence while we wait Mother's awakening. Yes, the calm before the storm. Here, those gathered are 4 knights. The dream we have is one. To have Mother awaken as our glorious leader once again. The Guardians disgusting seals. There are 3 of them. Who will release the first seal? The honor will be mine. I will step up. I have the utmost honor in breaking the first seal. I'll make those humans who contacted the Guardians my target. Don't meddle with this, anyone. Typical 4 evil generals that we gotta fight one at a time. Well, amusement will be stolen by him. Mighty Berserk in his high spirits. I can't be off my guard. Ha ha ha. What I want is not honor, nor cheap satisfaction. It's something I do not have for the battle for, life and death. When Mother awakens, all who live in Filgael will sleep and never rise. When the time comes, we knights will stand as rulers of this world. I mean, RPGs in general are pretty much shonen. They're pretty much shonen anime. It's all the power fantasy of, like, you got this weak dude that just gets, like, really strong over the course of the game. Just powers up constantly, right? It's literally just shonen anime. We shall be one. Water. Need water. A desert in an RPG. What a unique environment. Ouch. Where am I? Sealed place. The Guardians told us they would try to transport us there. At the sealed place, we must stop Mother's revival. Or so they said. It's okay to fight against evil, but being bossed around by Guardians on how to protect the world, I don't like that. Terror Roar. Fiery Rage. Gale Claw. This medium. Thank you, Grudiev, Morgalt, and Bengalon. Thank you for giving me your powers. Space desert. Yeah, we need to be in an alternate dimension that takes place in space. That's a very unique one that you never see in RPGs. Maybe a guts dungeon or two. Need some of those. And of course, you can't. You gotta have, like, one that you never see in any RPGs, like an ice and snow area. That one's super unique. To the northwest, there's a hidden town called Baskar Village. The Baskars are world protectors. Listen to their advice and stop the demon mother's revival. Icy desert. We're almost done the map. Got this entire continent over here. The God with the power of friendship. Yeah, that's never been done. It's a fantastic idea for an RPG. Dryad. If these guys aren't weak to fire, then I give up. Hey, Bridge. How's it going? Friendship is the sixth. It's the mightiest element of all. A lot of dudes. Hobgobs. Yep, pretty much. Just uses his mighty gun. It's called this week. I know, right? We were kicking their ass until they're like, yeah, maybe these guys are gonna kill us. Let's just pretend that we won. End the battle right here. Even check if these new. I guess it doesn't show unless we have 25 FP. Just picked up something. What was it? Probably another toy hammer. How do I read the witch things? Maybe I need to find like somebody that'll let us read them or something. Probably have to bring it to somebody who's gonna like, I think somebody was collecting them, was there? Give us the first book and they're like, go collect the rest. I don't remember where that was. Maybe that was the first town with Rudy. I know, right? Yeah, he just carries it like that. Why carry it on your back or at your side? Just hold on to it. Hold on to the sheath everywhere you go. Really not. I'm still not sure if there's any point in pinging unless you know there's something there. You get to find anything, so. Exactly. You know he's really in trouble when he pulls out the he unsheaths the sword. When he does that when his life is in danger. Audio slightly out of sync. Audio back in sync. Star rating entirely 5200. Nice. Guess star rating is like the best rating. Jack definitely has a very high crit chance, I noticed. On par with Gob. How? Rip all his vitality. Something that sucks is when you get hit like near the end of the battle, you can't heal. You have no chance of healing your health, so your vitality just goes away. There's nothing you can do about it. Next time I need some health, some healing. I won't get any healing because my vitality is like 0. Third best. What's the best? It's like Moon. Wow. I think wow exclamation mark is way better than best. Rudy has bad luck right now. Oh. Well, they weren't going to include anything in the game itself because game storage was pretty tight, so there's needed the manual to give you all the information. Unlike later generations where manuals became non-existent because, you know, in-game tutorials and stuff. What the hell is it just me or the audio completely panned right there? That is weird. What just happened? Just the music. The other audio is fine. The music is just like hard panned right. Now it's back. That was really odd. Right, you're very pleased, yeah. That was so weird. For the first time I've seen that happen. I thought it was like my headphones for a second there. It's like, wait a second. I want us to find something that doesn't like just show up in the minimap. So what the hell's the point of it? They literally just give you a map telling you where to ping. They give me a random treasure chest or something. Wow, so annoying. And par with Gob is really annoying ability. Just murders your vitality completely. So many crits. Oh, his luck is bad, that's probably why. Everybody else is like good luck or best luck. Got bad luck. Could use a flower, but not really any point unless we're like going to a boss fight or something. Must complete the map. Hooray, map completed. Just as much as we can complete. Beskar Village. This large totem pole covered with many inscribed faces. The symbols represent the Beskar way of living in harmony with all Filgaia's plants and animals. Yeah, look at all these plants. There's some, like, a dead tree, some dead grass. Living real well with these plants. During the sunrise, the sight of the sun hitting Mount Zenom is nothing short of spectacular. If I'm going to stay here overnight, please do yourself a favor and wake up early to catch the view of the mountain. You know, they usually show you either where there's chests or, like, hidden objects inside of barrels or whatever. Got a migrant seal. Let's buy that. I'll buy that for $5,000. Could have upgraded my arm one level, but hey. Beyond the door, left ajar, is an empty and dusty house. What brings you here today? What would you like to do? I guess she's the, do we have any? No, I was gonna say I didn't pick up any crest crafts. Just random merchants walking around. We live and die on Filgaia. We are the children of our mother's planet. Exactly. So the higher your migrant level, so anytime you get an encounter, the encounter has a level itself. If I have anything that's level 3 right now, and if I cancel the encounter, it's going to just take one chunk of my encounter gauge. If it's level 2 or 1, it's going to be like a green exclamation mark, and if I cancel it, it's not going to cost any encounter gauge. So I can basically cancel those for free now. If it's level 4, it's going to take 2 encounter gauges. Level 5 would be 3 encounter gauges, chunks, etc. So, the higher it is, the less likely, and more likely, and if you get it really high, I mean, obviously they're not going to let you get it to pretty high, but you can turn off encounters basically for free if you want. And of course, some areas, like the encounter, unless you have like a level 10 migrant gauge or whatever, every encounter is probably going to take up your entire gauge. Eelberry. Generation after generation has believed in the revival of the Guardian in this frontier. Our chief dreamt of the western wind. I sense a change on the horizon. Don't you feel the anticipation building up in this village? No, I'm checking barrels. I mean, I would have seen it if there was anything left. No. No, it's not like free XP or anything like that. It just literally just makes it so you don't get the encounter. I mean, generally, if it's a... If you can turn off the encounter, you're probably not getting a lot of XP for it anyways. I mean, there are exceptions, like that last area had those apple dudes there, which gave you like a lot more experience than any monster in that region, so there are kind of like metal slimes. They can be mixed with the regular encounters, so... But generally, most of the encounters that are lower than your migrant level are probably not worth it. Is there a hole in the wall? Burn. Bomb. Macaque! How do we get there? Can I fall from here? No. Whatever it is, we don't have access to it yet. Creed of the Baskars. Huron region and Baskars both worship the same guardians. However, the Abbey believes in living with nature. Baskars believe in living in nature. Central to this belief is the concept of regression, return to an existence within nature. A natural way of life where humans lived as part of the ecosystem rather than apart was believed and practiced among the Baskar. Science of the environment is known to have been taught by the elves long ago, possibly directly related to ancient Baskar. Elves were known for their intimate knowledge of the laws of nature. They understood the magic of the elements. The elves incorporated this knowledge to create the stunning art technology, while the Baskars applied it to their way of life. Lots of food is stored here. It must be the villager's supply room, or even dried fruits and vegetables. Definitely can't use Hanpan here. Yeah. Oh. I was able to squeeze into that little... Let's see. It did seem like it was able to get in there. You know, just somehow like glitched him through that. I don't know if you can even take things in barrels anyways. There we go. I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to do that, but I got it. Yeah, I totally forgot to equip those other Gaia stops and stuff. Nullify Earth. Yeah, you can nullify a bunch of Earth. She can break the wind. Hey, Zoma. Thanks to the raid. Welcome, raiders. How's Kingdom Hearts coming along? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to some chill music. The game. So much chill music. wonder if there was like a bombable wall behind here that I could have like gone through. I don't feel like the way I did that was supposed to be the way to do that. 'Cause I felt like I was glitching the Hanpan through that little crack there. Wanderers from a strange land, if you need to rest your wings from a long journey, feel free to stay with us. Allow me to guide you to the sleeping area. May your restful night be blessed by the Guardian. So one more boss and you're finally done? Nice. Early congrats. I'm sure it's going to be a super easy boss too, right? I'm the chief of this village. I have been around for so long that I have forgotten my name. Geez, you know your old when. Call me whatever you like. Rudy, Jack, and Shrine Maiden Cecelia. How do you know all of our names? How would I not? I have a dream about you visiting us here in Vaskar village. Oh yeah. Soundtrack in this one is great. It's got some nice remixes of the first game's soundtrack and everything. Very good. Easy means ridiculously hard, tedious, and unfair. Yep, that sounds easy to me. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts bosses can be brutal. I've also dreamt about the Guardians and the demons. Of course, there was nothing more than a dream, but I believe a dream is what one makes of it. This dream is just too vivid to ignore. Guardians, warriors, you must listen carefully. Even Mount Zenom lies a keystone. The mother whom the monsters seek is sealed within. Destroying the seals that contain her would be their priority, but the demons wish to awaken the mother. Shrine Maiden and her warriors, Mount Zenom is located to the northeast of our village. I firmly believe that you're the ones who can summon the Zephyr and grant us the western wind of hope. Ringtone is Wild Arms 1 theme. I should totally make that my my ringtone. Although, that'd be a bad ringtone to have because I would just listen to it and not answer the phone. Visit the Keeper, the Altar of Wind. He will be a great help to you. Good doggo. There's no time to hesitate. Save Filgaia by summoning the Western Wind of Hope. And her portrait looks... Here she's like derpy looking. Here she's definitely looking fine. Yeah, all these are 50%. The book is titled The Sky-Reaching Demon Tower. Having no wings did not stop the elves from reaching the sky. Elves' extraordinary alchemy skills enabled them to build a sky-reaching tower. A teleportation device was installed on the top of the tower, said to be a ladder to the Sea of Stars. At the end of the Great Wall, all elves and humans were exhausted. Many projects like the massive tower were abandoned. Oh, he's got a gun. You don't need magic, you got a gun. The tower fell into disrepair, and the entrance was sealed by the Guardians. We'll never know the reasons why the elves built this tower to reach the stars. Solve everything with violence, exactly. Rudy's the true American. Cast bullet. I cast bullet to the brain. It's super effective. I don't even... It's been so long since I played the originals, I remember nothing about, like, the characters and their mechanics and anything like that. I can't remember the story, yeah. I'm sure it'll be like... It's kind of interesting to, like, get a fresh take on a game that you played like a million years ago. So I played so many games at this point, it's like, yeah, trying to remember any specifics of like games that happened, 8 years ago. Like, nah. Like, I vaguely remember the characters, but that's about it. There are fragmented gems that hold the power of the elements, like earth, wind, fire, and water. You find these amid the ruins, bits of the powers of the Guardians leaked through the ley line and crystallized. Yeah. I probably remember that more than anything else but Wild Arms 2. Especially by the time you got to the second disc of Wild Arms 2, like, the localization is just like, what the hell am I reading? What is this? This jumble of words. This makes no sense. She can see the future in his dreams. Does not mean he can foresee everything about the future. There's no absolute future, since a strong will can change one's fate. You could be the Zephyr's chosen one. Would you stand on the altar and ask for the western wind? And Gillo, that was worth it. A forest carrot. Rudy charges FP gauge. It's useful. Beyond the door, left ajar, is an empty and dusty house. An altar for summoning the wind. Prove your love and courage if you wish the return of lost hope. Then steps onto the altar and looks up at the sky. The sandy wind blows. Nothing happens. Womp womp. I'm afraid Zephyr, the western wind of hope, is not ready to respond to your call. Perhaps the power lost by the Guardians is making this process more difficult. I understand there are many abandoned Guardian temples throughout Vilgaia. There are ruins that honor time, known as the Perpetual Engine, located northeast of our village. These warriors enshrine Maiden ask you to gather up all the Guardian's power. Only then can the Zephyr respond to your call and render the Wind of Hope. Wild Arms 3 is almost a reimagination of Wild Arms 1 story. And this one's like, alright, let's take Wild Arms 1, just shoehorn it into Wild Arms 3 engine, done. It's the shape of a teardrop. Oh man, we need a teardrop. Why'd you have to give that thing away, Cecelia? What the hell, man? What I'm actually amazed that the monster actually, like, the demon actually kept his word when we gave him the teardrops. Like, alright. We destroyed the, whatchamacallit, the exhibition site, but everybody there was already dead, so. Let's just save before I go. Save again. No more encounters, yay! It's the one about the Zephyr, so it's not the story-based one. Perpetual engine. Where'd it go? What the hell? I was hitting something before, now it's not. That's weird. Maybe the pinging activates it, and after that it's already activated. So. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely like a kind of retelling. It's kind of like Lunar. Compare Lunar, the original Lunar, to Lunar Silver Star story. They definitely changed a lot of stuff up in the story, but the main kind of story beats is the same. Alright, there's definitely going to be some abilities that let us talk to cats. Animals like that monkey we saw in that one place. So basically these are just going to be like activating each of these are going to require like a specific tool usage. So basically once we get all the tools we can activate Zephyr or whatever. Graph. I mean, there was a pretty big change when Luna basically joined your party instead of like stayed home. That was a pretty major change to the story. Came with you on the boat or whatever. But overall, the main story basically stayed the same. Alright, the only thing left is the bomb. I don't know which one's the bomb. Is it the bomb? It is. Alright, the other ones we're gonna need new tools. Some trick to the floor, but nothing happens just by stepping on it. Too tight turn. Okay, so whatever tool lets us open this is also going to be used in that water wheel in the other place. So. These tools are probably in the manual. I know the tools are definitely different in this game versus the original. Because the princess didn't have that that fire staff thing in the original. See if the manual tells you the tools. Inertia cancels the special action cancellation option that appears on screen during battles if the following conditions are met. HP gauge is above 25%. A character is about to execute a counterattack. If no action is taken within 2 seconds of the inertial cancel gauge being on the screen, the gauge will be depleted. The character will be able to counterattack, but will likely do so. Attack or shoot command. It's confusing. Screensaver. Search, climb, push, pull, notice. Some tools. Yeah, I think the manual doesn't spoil the tools like the first one did. I mean, I have a vague idea what some of the tools are just by looking at the stuff in here. Clearly, it's going to be something probably most likely for Cynthia that lets her talk to animals or read their mind or something. Which we're going to need to use in that cave with that monkey. We'll have a tool that lets us makes us strong so we can crank this thing, which will also be used in that town. I don't know what this would be. Maybe some sort of hookshot thing, I'm guessing. This one here, I don't know. Something similar to Hanpan, maybe like jumps further. Something that'll maybe some ground pound thing with this one. No idea about this one. Probably another sort of magic ability. And maybe like a bomb, but maybe we could like throw it over obstacles instead of just placing it on the ground. Same thing with this one, no idea. Strong ominous pressure is emanating from this object. At least if I see those other things in other places, I'll know, like, hey, I need to come back here once we have that tool. Yep, exactly. You won't get the main prizes until you get all the tools, but at least you get one new treasure every time you open up a new area, so not a complete waste of time going there. Now, Venom. Sorry, I don't want to walk in the spikes. I'm assuming I want to, like, either have to, like, melt these or... Okay. So it's either a melt or it's going to be a walk slowly through them kind of thing. Enemies we got in here. Hey, look, an ice area. Leaker. Locked. Plants are weak to fire. Is there a... Good. It's like, was there an auto sort? suppose the radar doesn't ping that wall. Make it there with Hanpan. It's way too far. There's definitely hidden passages here. Got this Hanpan. So like maybe I can radar. No. Fire. There we go. So there's gotta be a way of revealing this thing. Kind of, but oops. Okay. Oops, shit. That was worth it. That's a forced encounter. What does it? I don't even know what anybody's luck is. He's got normal luck. Here, he's the booby trap master. Defeat the phallic monsters, go! Or does it? I didn't even notice. I just instantly chose Jack. So I don't know if there's any need to use those Gullet cards yet. Those two are just running away from... Correct. Covered, nice. Oops. Surprised he didn't do an anime pose there where he like landed with his hand in the wrong spot. I'm sorry. All of you have encountered danger by my carelessness. Oh, right. Comedy's over now. It's over. You saved me. Why'd you put yourself in danger? Listen, princess. He'd do it no matter who you were. He's different than you and me. He lives for the chance to help others. I bet it was his upbringing that made him the way he is. Jack should follow his example. You're never at loss for words, Mouse. Want some rat poison in your next meal? Thank you, Rudy. When you are in trouble, I'll try my best to help you. So the path I took with that wall I had to blow up open there, that was definitely the right path. I thought it was gonna be like it's like, oh, there's a side path. I'm gonna take this way. So I need to go back and check what that side path actually was. Burn everything. Critical 1. Tracker. Trackers across the ball shows where the party has been. Red shows where the party just passed. Yellow shows where you have been. Blue shows where you have never been. Also shows the current floor number. When you're lost, it's very useful. Nice. Floor 7. It's helpful since a lot of these look very similar. We're in floor 007. So this dungeon has 100 floors. So we're on floor 008. It's in a big dungeon. Mega Man Zero series. It's Mega Man's. The chest is something new. Strong magics have sealed it shut. Great. Anything that'll get rid of strong magics. Use the magic of radar. Wait a minute. Water-based enemy. I don't know if elements in this game are cyclical, or if, like, I want to use fire against water. Just counters each other. Assuming I want to use thunder against water. Nope. Oh yeah, I forgot duplicators were a thing. That's like the special keys in this game, isn't it? I don't think I've seen any duplicators yet. Oh yeah. Best luck. A weird name for a key in this. Duplicators. No duplicators. Maybe this one will have a duplicator. There we go. Hey Ferox, how's it going? Key opens magically sealed doors and chests. Not use after battle to open chests without setting off the trap. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste those on battle chests, thank you. Be nice if you just like suggest to use duplicator, but nope. Initiative. In 2 minutes. Sounds easy. Dodge the first burst laser. There's the second one, you can't dodge that. You just gotta survive, that's all. Super easy. Yeah. Definitely not worth using on Unless you know the chest is like the enemy drops a chest that has like a really good thing. Boss time. I again. A monster. I am the Zerk. You do not know my power. I'll break you for Mother's Seal. Don't anybody recognize each other? Like this. Seal. Yes. You went on a wasted errand. Ha 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 ha. But there were humans who wouldn't contact the Guardians. Surprised it was you. Humans led by Guardians. What a joke you all are. I'll satisfy my lust for battle. Until I feel satisfied, I will torment all of you. It's gonna satisfy us real good. Ow. I did no damage. Ow. Just enough to one-shot her. 2 HP. I probably lost my lucky card boost too. And so, no, she still has it. Stop that. Muscle and spirit. In the past 1,000 years, they were given to humans. Why don't you polish them? Why don't you get serious and sharpen your body and mind? In other words, become a honed weapon. Wait. Oh, come on. Why did he have to die right after Cecelia? Ah. No XP for her. That's bullshit. If I had known there would be a boss fight, I would use a Gela coin before the battle. I used the XP boost thing to give her because she was behind. Now she's even more behind. It's the worst. It sucks. This is not good. Do we have a strategy? Even if we have to, I will not show my back to him. Not to these monsters. It's a pity to hear you brag without any real ability. I'll put you out of your misery. Die. What? This is a trap. What's happening? It's a security system. It must operate when a seal is released without following proper order. What is it doing? It's a teleporter. I refuse to be teleported. It's a long time for that trap to go off. Get down. Did we survive? A monster. Berserk. It was a stroke of luck for us that he thoughtlessly broke the seal. We lost the battle for the seal. To win the war, we need power. Power so we can fight equally. We need absolute power. Let's follow him. We might have lost the battle, but this isn't a complete defeat. It's so annoying that we didn't get the XP there. It's dark. Too dark to see anything. I cannot hear anything. My precious Zeke, my loving children, where are you? Let me hear your voices. Seeing that the supervisors are busy, I really wonder how tough it would be. It should be easier than I imagined. It's annoying to see only the quarter knights being important. This is my time. Time to have a little happiness. They can underestimate me all they want, until it's too late. I'll become an admired fiend, my leading mother's resurrection. Also remember to practice my autograph. It'll be an essential for an idol. The time is now. Fortune is smiling on me. There's one path where I went through a breakable wall. I want to see if there's anything past that wall. Throw fire over the path of darkness. Alright, so it's just been a hint for this thing. Gimel coin. Lucky card. Replace the one that we wasted on that boss fight. It's so annoying. What if they're drifting? Maximum HP down. That's great. You know what she doesn't need more of? XP. We need to go back to the inn so she get her HP back. Before we continue, and pause the time we're here for a minute. Take a quick break, grab a drink, read these dishes. we shall continue on. So we'll be back in a few minutes.